Today's 10,000 Reasons Flashback takes us to program number 5187. Aired on May 2nd, 1997. During that season of 100 Huntley Street, the Friday edition was hosted by Chuck and Ginny Borsellino. Maybe some of you remember them. And their guest that Friday was Gaither vocal band singer and crazy comedian Mark Lowry. In addition to sharing his own personal faith story, Mark told several very colorful tales, including this one about being a hyperactive school kid and a challenge for unfortunate teachers like Miss Barth.
And Miss Barth was a big lady, too. Of course, when you're in the 6th grade, everything's bigger than it really is.
Of course it is.
She had thighs and separate postal codes. I'm talking, we're talking big lady. And she had this huge hairdo, looked like 10 cow patties with a hairnet over it. And she never tacked it down real good, so it was like a loose demon-possessed poodle on her head. And when she'd get upset, she'd shake her head, and that old poodle would just be going. And shooting out hairpins, you know, right? And so I'd sit in the back of her class. I made this letter up and wrote it to a friend of mine, and she found it. It wasn't even to her.
And she found it.
She's reading somebody else's mail.
That's not your fault.
She came waddling over to me with that letter.
Waddling.
You could hear her coming. Her thighs were apologizing to each other. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. And she stuck that letter in my face, and she started shaking that head. She said, "What is this?" I said, "Can't you read?" Because when she'd get mad, she'd shake her head, and that old poodle would just be...
Well, that was one of the lighter moments in Huntley history, the crazy Mark Lowry. And he has spent more than 20 years as the baritone singer for the Grammy Award-winning Gaither vocal band, and he continues to serve as the comedic sidekick for Bill Gaither in live concerts and in the popular Gaither Homecoming videos. Well, that's just a quick flashback as we look forward to program 10,000.